So let's get started with my unfavorites. The first thing that I want to talk about are the Fit Me foundation sticks. They have been out for a while and they are raved by some, not so much by others. I love these. Obviously I had them, I bought 3. But over time, the formula must have changed on me and it no longer works that well. I've been trying to make them work, but right now they're just not fitting me. So these have become unfavorites just solely based off that. Other than that, the packaging's great. It's attractive, it's pretty, it's sleek, but right now it's just not working. Next thing I want to talk about, and I've mentioned this as well in another video, is the Stay Matte Foundation by Rimmel London. And this is just not a favorite for me right now. It is just not working for me, and it is just not as lightweight and as yummy as I thought it would be for my complexion and for my skin tone. So nope, no fun. 2 concealers that I got, corrective concealers that I have. One is old school, Maybelline Cover Stick Corrector Concealer. I tried to hop on the Kim Kardashian bandwagon and get a yellow concealer to kind of brighten up my face, and I have to say it didn't work as well for me. And on top of everything else, it's just heavy and it just sits on your face, and I'm still working on that, just finding things that don't sit on my face. And this is from e.l.f. This was fairly cheap, and this was too greasy and just found every crease in my face, and just highlighted some of the things that I didn't want highlighted. So I have this and it's got smudges in it. You can see I tried to make it work, but unfortunately didn't happen. Now we can get into some of my favorites. So the first thing that I want to talk about are powders. So I want to get into this eyeshadow palette that I found in my nearest Target, and I got it on sale for $4.50. Now, I'm not going to promise the world with this palette. The colors are beautiful, but you do have to work a little to make them show up. But for $4.50, I'm willing to make that work. For $4.50, this was a great buy, and the colors in here are so pretty, and it's just a nice, quick, easy to build up eyeshadow palette. You're not getting this automatic, dark, you can go light and be very pretty and attractive with this palette. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know if they have this exact one still, considering it went on sale, but they do have this mosaic eyeshadow pattern still on their website. So I would go check that out, and I'm not getting paid for any of that. So this is just my opinion. The next favorite of mine are going to be from Wet n Wild, and I have all my stuff over here, so ignore me. Ignore me reaching over and turning my face. The first thing is from their Color Icon and collection, I guess you want to call it, and it's a bronzer, SPF 15, which is a plus. But I love this color because I have a little bit on today, just a little bit, but I see myself using a ton of this in the summertime. And my next favorite is called Heather Silk. It's a blusher, and it's from their Color Icon collection as well, and I just think it's so pretty. I have a little bit on right now as well, and I think that there's just something attractive about this mauve-y kind of color on almost everyone. And then lastly, from the Wet n Wild Color Icon collection, this is Creme Brulee, and it's just a little tiny single eyeshadow, and it was 99 cents, and I just think this is such a pretty matte creamy color, and Creme Brulee is probably a very fitting name for it. So I really like this idea of just a single eyeshadow, and it's great for a beginner. It's not so intense. You just kind of pick what you want. You're not getting stuck with like 3 colors that you don't really like, just to get that palette with the 2 colors that you do like, So I really like this idea of kind of grabbing what you need. The next thing that I like in kind of the powder area of all this is actually the Fit Me pressed powder. I got this to match one of my Fit Me foundation sticks. So this is the Toffee Caramel in 330, and I absolutely love this. I use this all the time. I use it to contour, but this is another thing that'll probably get used a lot in the summertime because this is around the color that I get anyway. So this will probably be my all over kind of face powder. And everyone has this in the larger packaging, but I keep getting it in the tinier one because sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. Right now, it doesn't really show up as well as this powder. This powder actually shows up a lot better, and this powder is just kind of, it blends a little bit too well to the point where it's not really useful as a contouring powder. But I think it's, you know, it's a good color. It's a great buy, and if you get it like this, you know, as soon as you're over it, you know, you're over it. The next thing that I can get into is lipsticks. I actually have one of the favorites on right now, and everyone has been talking about these. Everyone has been in love with these, and they are the Color Burst Matte Bombs. And I didn't care for any of the metallics. I strictly only wanted the matte colors. This is the color that I have on now. This is the 250 Standout. And I actually bought this red by accident thinking that it was this one. I was so desperate for these because it was so hard to get to them that I grabbed this one, you know, quickly, not realizing that it wasn't quite what I was looking for. This is definitely a summer red. I would not wear this red right now. For my complexion, it brings out the green in my skin tone a little bit. And this is striking, and I'm sure you've heard of this one, these two main colors a lot, and definitely this one. This is Complex, and this is a great color. It kind of bleaches me out, so I do add a little bit of pink to this to make it stand out a little bit more, but love these. Within that kind of family, the crayon family, is this City Proof Twistable Crayon, and this color is Gramercy Park Plum, and I have to say I actually like these a little bit better than the Revlons. They're a little bit creamier, and the color payoff is awesome, and it's not as sheer as like this red. This red is a little sheer. It's not as opaque, but for I think $3.99, this was a great buy, and I actually prefer it on my lips as opposed to the Revlons. This is really, really nice. If they took them away at my CVS, I haven't been able to find any more colors of these. So if you know where I can get these, let me know because I want more colors. And what else do we have? Oh, we have other lipsticks. Now, this is from Wet n Wild. This is like old. This is Cherry Bomb, and I think you can get this for like $1.99 or $2.99. And paired with this, what a pretty color. Such a pretty color. I get compliments on it all the time. And it also works well with a fellow NYC lipstick. This is actually called Mahogany. And this darkens it up a little bit, makes it a little bit more vampire-y and mysterious. But, I mean, these colors are awesome. And they're cheap. So, go out and get these. What else do we have? Oh, chapstick. We can't forget chapstick. So, you've seen these. The baby lips. These are awesome. Not everybody likes these, but I like them. When they first came out, I have to say, I have a lot of these. I have like 7 out of both kind of collections. The Dr. Rescues are my favorite. The ones that are strictly meant for tint or color, I don't love them as a standalone chapstick, but they're great little bits of color. This is a pink that I tend to use to, I tend to put a little bit of this over a nude lipstick to make it a little bit pinky. This was actually given to me, and I don't know, I've been making this work, so, but these are like my holy grail. I bring these with me everywhere, and this is, what is this one called? Coral Crave and Too Cool, and I like them. They're moisturizing, but I can see how they don't work for everyone. And so I guess now we can move on to concealers. I have 3 concealers that made it into my favorites this month. This is my first favorites, by the way, so some of these things are really old. And the first thing that's really, really old is the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. And this is super, super old, but for some reason this month, it has shown itself to me, and I have been using it. I have this on right now. It's not brightening, but it conceals, and it's easy to use, and I feel like that was not the case when I first got this, so this has become a favorite of mine. I literally bought this yesterday. It's the True Match Fusion crayon corrector, and I love it. I think it's a lot of fun to use. It's in that crayon thing that we're going through right now. I don't think this is good enough as a standalone concealer, but it's great to kind of begin to cover things up. So if you want to put this on before you put on foundation, I think that this is good enough for that. And I like that it is within that kind of yellow family that I'm in. I really appreciate that. Next is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And this is 20. I got this in sand, and this I like. I am not a huge fan of liquid concealers, but I have found myself using this a lot when I go out because it does brighten under my eyes, and it's great for photos. So this has become a favorite, and I think I will probably continue to buy this. So I'm really excited about it. And this next purchase, these were bought at Ulta, and this is a company called Essence, and it's kind of like the cheaper brand in the store, no offense, but these are just simple eyeliners, twistable, and I like them a lot. They are that reliable eyeliner that you don't have to spend a lot of money on, and I love that they come in so many colors, and I love that they just kind of stay intact, you know, they don't get broken, or you don't have to shave them, sharpen them, shave them. And now we're going to get into mascaras. So everyone has been talking about this. They're real. I purposely got it in this size because I don't love it. I love it enough to talk about it in my favorites, but I don't see this being my holy grail mascara. I don't see this being like my forever mascara. One mascara that I've used forever and ever is Great Lash. I mean, they've been around forever, and I keep going back to them. I keep trying to try a more expensive mascara, and I end up right back in CVS buying Great Lash. And this is their Lots of Lash, so this has like a teardrop type of applicator. That didn't make any sense for me to do it like that. Teardrop applicator, and it just really gets into all the nooks and crannies, and the fatter part you can actually, you know, while it's still wet, kind of comb out the clumps if you get any, because that's what I like about this mascara, is that it's not clumpy right off the bat. You can make it clumpy if that's your look. So this company will always be my favorite mascara, but I do appreciate this mascara. Along the lines of eyeballs, Jaclyn Hill actually mentioned this in one of her videos, Roto Eye eye drops or cleanser. I'm not even sure which one it is, to be quite honest with you. And I like it. It's a little weird at first because it does have a cooling sensation, but I really like the packaging. It's adorable. It slips right into whatever you have with you, but most of all, it very quickly kind of brightens your eyes, wakes them up, because I have naturally kind of droopy, sad, red eyes, so I use anything to take the red out of my eyes all the time. So this has become a new favorite. Now, this is another thing that everyone has. It's the Professional from Benefit, and I have a love-hate with this, but it does the job. It doesn't work with everything that I use. Like, it doesn't work with all of my foundations, like I said, with the Stay Matte. I do have a hard time with this. It works better without this, but I do appreciate it, and I feel compelled to mention it along with everyone else. Deserves to be a favorite. I have 3 nail polishes that I feel compelled to mention. I don't have it on right now. I have an SE color on right now, but Fergie has a Wet n Wild collection out right now, and she also has some nail polishes and this awesome gold glitter nail polish. It is almost like a gel polish. It's so thick, and you just can pile it on, and it stays on for so, like, you get almost a good 2 weeks before you start having to take this off, and I just love it. It's just an awesome nail polish, and considering it's cheaper than most nail polishes, it does a really great job at staying on your nails, and like I said, it's almost like a gel. And this color, I don't even know if it has a name. It's called Blue Moon, and as you can see, it has 50% off of it. So I actually got this for 50 cents, and it's this awesome blue-green, teal turquoisey color, and I just thought it was so much fun. So I haven't tried it yet. I haven't actually put it on yet, but I have a feeling I'm going to really like this. And then this is just a fun girly glitter. This is actually called Hallucinate, which I think is really funny. I thought it would be something a little bit more fairy tale than hallucinate. I don't really see the hallucinate in this, but it's just a fun fluorescent glitter polish, and I love it. Again, I think this was 99 cents, $1. Can go wrong with that. My camera died, so hopefully we can get this in, right? This is my last favorite. It's from Bath and Body Works. It's called Beautiful Day, and I love it. It smells great. It's feminine, and so those are all my favorites and unfavorites. I hope to see you guys another day, and I hope that you enjoy the snow. I'm totally snowed in right now, and again, I will give you a close look at this, and I think I'm going to post a short video of this look for Valentine's Day for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I think another snowstorm is supposed to be coming, so totally freaking out about that. But yeah, so have a great day and have a great week, and I will see you guys soon. So, au revoir.